What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the No Cap Space. I'm Tyler, joined by Greer and Shawnee, and today we have a really special guest here joining us in the No Cap Space. I couldn't be more excited for this one. I know Shawnee got her fan energy going.
Yeah.
Kamilla Cardoso is in the building. Kamilla, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you all for having me. I'm
Kamilla,
excited.
we've been waiting. We've been ready for this one for a while. You national championship to getting drafted to now you just made your debut yesterday. I want to dive into that first game. First off, just the general feelings that you can say that you're officially a WNBA player. We know how much it's taken to get to this point. So just being able to step on the court for the first time, how was that experience?
It was amazing. I just been working really hard since I got injured to be back out there. I was just been doing extra rehabs and everything to be back as soon as possible, and just being able to be out there on the court with my teammates, with Coach Spoon and the whole staff was amazing.
Yeah, you mentioned being on the court, with your teammates, with Coach Spoon, but the person on the other side of the court was a former teammate of yours playing against Aliyah. Like, if you were trying to script out a better debut, obviously we would love to have seen you healthy from the start of the season, but being able to make your debut against AB had to be super cool. So for you, what was it like facing Aliyah? And then thinking back to those practices when you guys were banging against each other in practice to now playing in a WNBA game, what is the biggest differences that you're feeling playing against Aliyah?
Obviously she got stronger. She's more physical. She got more experience.
Yeah.
But it was just amazing. Just being able to play against her. I feel like we played with each other or against each other on practice for 3 years, and she was always my role model. I always looked up to her and try to become a better version of myself. Just looking up by the stuff that she's doing, like being a better leader and stuff like that. So it was great being out there and playing against her.
You started the game hot. 3 of 3.
Yeah, you hoping.
6 minutes. Probably you couldn't have dreamt of a better start, but how were you approaching yesterday's games? Like yesterday's game, if you would have accomplished X, you would have been happy. Like, what were you keying in on in your first game?
Honestly, going to that game, I didn't have any goals. I didn't have nothing specifically that I wanted to do. I just wanted to be out there. I was out for almost 4 weeks, and I just wanted to be out there on the court with my teammates.
Okay, so backing up a second, because Aliyah got on Twitter and said you got stronger too. She was talking to Molly Benetti. For the last couple of years, USC has had post players as lottery picks. What about USC? Develop lottery players or post players to be ready for the next level.
I'll take Staley. I would say also not only post players, but she developed any player that she had, whether it's a point guard, a guard, or a post player. She worked really hard to make sure that we are ready for the next level and just prepared to go out here in the league and do great.
Yeah, I know we were lucky enough to have producer Shardy be able to be there at the draft with you, with Coach Staley, and he actually got the chance to speak to Coach Staley. I don't know if you've seen this clip or not, Kamilla. But I would just love to be able to play this clip for you that Coach Staley had a message for you pre-draft about your journey and just get your reaction to it. So here's the clip here.
Kamilla Cardoso, her growth has been a steady climb. I'm most proud of her this year because there was nobody in front of her. It was all her. She took the approach of, I'm going to the league. I'm going to put this work in. I'm going to lead on and off the court. If we get to the Final Four, I'm going to will our team through the semis, and I'm going to will our team through the finals. I'm going to put them on my back, and I'm going to lead South Carolina on the greatest note. Congrats, Kamilla. I love you.
See, that's so the party rock anthem in the background really makes
right. I see her fist pump a little.
Yeah, but just seeing that clip, and we could dive deeper into your relationship with Coach Staley, but just that clip specifically, and just knowing, the importance that she's played on your journey and how proud she is to now see you make your debut in the WNBA. What is it about that clip and your relationship with Coach Staley that makes it so special?
I'll say everything. When I first went to South Carolina, I didn't know what to expect. Me and Staley had one of the greatest relationships. We wasn't that close, but along those years, I feel like we built a really good relationship. And she's like a second mom for me. She took care of me. She made sure I was okay on the basketball court and outside of the basketball court. So she just means the most to me. She's a really special person for me that I want to keep it on my side forever.
Did you get a message from her after your debut about your performance or anything?
Yes, I got a message before and after. She was really excited to see me go out there and play. She know how hard I worked last year to be where I am right now. So she was just super proud of me.
You're playing for another like super polarizing coach in Teresa Witherspoon, right? A WNBA legend. How are they alike and how are they different?
I don't see anything that they different in, but like they very alike. Just the energy, they have the same energy. They like got unmatched energy 24/7, and I love that about them. They are big in loyalty, family, and stuff like that. And that's all I was looking in a coach when I went to college. And now this transition to the WNBA, I want a coach that could trust me and I could trust them, and a coach that's big on family and is gonna take care of me no matter what.
And how is, having that played in the W, how did that help your transition? Because I know, like, you got a kind of a difficult start having to like watch, but like, what was she able to tell you to get you through those 4 weeks and like you be as ready as possible for that first game?
It was a very frustrating moment for me. I've never got hurt that I had to sit out for so long, but she was just telling me to keep my head up, just talking to me 24/7. And my teammates did a great job also, like just showing love and making sure that I knew they was there for me no matter what, and that's what helped me.
You've mentioned showing love and like the family aspect of it. I just want to know, just kind of generally, like since getting to Chicago, like it seems like, and even at the home games and everything, and I got to see you. I was there in Dallas when you guys traveled there, and I got to see the fans signing autographs, and I think you got a custom jersey in Dallas, like a baseball jersey from the Dallas team. They said, "Listen, we don't care about the home team here. We want Kamilla." They had Cardoso on the back. We knew exactly who that jersey was for.
Yes.
I'm just intrigued, now that you're officially a pro and you've been traveling to some different cities that maybe you haven't been able to go to during your college career. How has that love been just even before being able to step onto the court, knowing that these fans are lining up for your autograph?
It's been amazing since I got to Chicago. Everybody shows so much love for me. Not just in Chicago, every city I travel to play, they show so much love. And I try my best to pay attention to everybody, to talk to everybody, take pictures, sign autographs, because at one time I was that little girl, or I was the person that was somebody's fan and just wanted a picture. So that's what I do it for also. So I just want to make sure that everybody get a picture and get the autograph, because just seeing them happy means the most to me.
And is that where, because you've been active on Instagram Live.
IG Live's been popping.
Yeah, because I see Kamilla, man. They be tuned in. Is that where it comes from? Now there's more eyeballs on the game than, possibly ever before. And with social media help that. Is that why you do that, to be able to, connect further with your fans?
Yeah, that's also a reason. I feel like when I was in college, I didn't talk much. I wasn't a big fan of interviews, but I had Diana making me take classes, forcing me to do interviews. So the fans always go to my DMs and be like, "Oh, we want more of you. We want to see you. We want to hear you talk." So me and Adele was like, "Okay, let's go live." And then we started going live. And
Adele is hilarious.
She's funny. She's super funny.
She's got next. Like I'm tuning in. She go live. I'm watching.
She is. I love her.
Have you had a? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So that was one of the reasons I started live, because they want to see more of me and hear more of me. So.
Have you had like a favorite Instagram live moment so far? Because I saw one. I think I'm not gonna act like I know anything about makeup, but you were like breaking makeup down. That I saw clips going around. The loose powder. That's what it was. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but the clip was funny.
Me neither. I was trying to do my makeup, so I had to go into Sephora, and I wanted to like learn how to do makeup, and they was telling me like you need to have loose powder. So I just,
That's simple math. If you take a solid powder and you make it loose,
I was confused. I was like, this made perfect sense to me.
It made perfect sense to me too. I don't know much about makeup.
You weren't alone. It made sense in my head when I saw the clip.
Know. And then I went to Twitter. Everybody was talking about it. And I was like, "That's not how you do it." I was like, "Oh, okay."
How did it turn out? Because how did it turn out? That's what's most important. How did you feel like it looked?
I think it looked decent for my first time trying.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
That's so. I also wanted to ask because you just kind of mentioned over the past. I feel like the past calendar year or so, it feels like we've just heard so much more from you, and just obviously you come from Brazil, and there's just a level of like comfortability to be able to speak, and obviously you're on a public platform, you have the attention, the eyes. What is it that you mentioned the classes as well, like with Diana, that's the SID at South Carolina. I just kind of want to know, like, just the comfortability level that because the personality is fantastic. We love hearing from you, Kamilla. So it's been really fun to get to know you, like through whether it be videos or interviews, whatever it might be. So for you, like, how has it been going through that transition of kind of just opening up more to the public?
It's been hard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not as much. My last year in South Carolina, I'll say that's what did it for me. Just that team. We were super close to each other, so I was more comfortable around them. I was talking more. We was hanging out more. So I feel like that's what happened to me. What helped me, like, just open up for everybody, you know, because they was like, "Oh, your English is really good, so you shouldn't be nervous about it speaking," and this what helped me a lot.
Yeah. I love it because that team did seem really close, and that makes total sense because like all the videos and all the content we were getting from the team, A1. It was hilarious every single time. Like it was.
I was gonna say because I know Don had to tell y'all.
Really yeah, did she ever tell y'all to like bring it back?
Much fun.
I feel like honestly, on the beginning, she was a little scared because she never had to deal with the team like that, you know. But and then she was like, "That's who they are." Yeah. So. Ain't much you
the daycare, man. The daycare. Dawn's daycare. It was a blast though. It was so much fun watching.
Yeah. And honestly, like your team in Chicago, in a way, kind of gives me the same vibe. Like you guys are a real cast of characters. You know, we saw you and Angel doing the first pitch at the Cubs game, right? What are you like? You're in a massive market in Chicago, right? A big city. I think they have a really big like Brazilian presence there too. What are you excited about, like living in Chicago? What excites you most about being in a city like Chicago?
Just the visibility. I feel like this city is amazing since I got here. Like I said, everybody showed me so much love. Everywhere we go, we get recognized, which is amazing. But just being able to be here with this team, like you said, we have an amazing team. We've been together for almost 2 months now, but like in the first week, we already had a chemistry. We all like was hanging out, talking to each other. So I think that's amazing.
Have you been able to kind of like get like your team on Team Chicago, like best friend or anything yet? Is there someone that you've just like really hit it off with on the Sky?
No, I'll say everybody. I think we all cool. I vibe with everybody the same.
I feel you. Yeah. I feel you.
Where are you eating? Where have you eaten so far? Where are you in Chicago to get some good grub?
So I had to try Portillo's. I think that's how I say it.
Yep.
Yeah,
no, that's right.
You got it. Okay. No, you got it.
Giordano's pizza was really good too. And Harrow's chicken. Harrow's chicken is really good.
Okay, so how would you rank if you had to rank those three between best to worst? What are you ranking them?
Harrod's number one for sure.
Okay.
And then Portillo's and then Giordano's pizza.
Yeah, like she can't be eating deep dish pizza on the regular.
I feel you. I feel you.
Look, she'll get a coffee. What are you doing?
Yeah, school gonna be on the phone ASAP.
We brought up the draft earlier, and we showed you the Don Staley clip. But there was also something like really special at the draft. Is that the WNBA showed you the pre-recorded message of football legend Marta congratulating you on becoming a professional. I'm just curious because Brazil is a country of like 200 million plus people. Who were some of your like athletic inspirations as a young person?
One is Marta for sure, just because the place she came from and also the place where I came from, and at the end of the day we both made it out, and which is amazing. Erica de Souza, she's one of my biggest inspiration. Also, when I started playing basketball, I didn't have money to afford shoes, so she was the person that gave me my first basketball shoes.
Oh, wow. And
since then I've been looking up to her. Damiris Dantas, she's now on the Fevers, which is great. There's a lot.
Has it kind of like set in with you that like you're at that caliber now where like girls and girls and boys really in Brazil are growing up and looking up to you as a Marta, as an athlete of that caliber?
I feel like after the draft, I had some time to let everything sink in. Just by seeing how much love and support everybody from Brazil was showing to me, it was amazing. I feel like before the draft, I didn't had as much
Yeah.
people back home that knew about me, but after the draft, it was a lot, and I was like, it's amazing, you know. That's one of the things I want to do is inspire people. So just being able to see that a lot of people look up to me is amazing.
Yeah. I love that. Go ahead, Sean.
And so, being comfortable enough to share your story in a documentary, like, what did you really want people to take from that? Watching that.
Just how I feel like the documentary made me realize how strong of a person I was and how brave. I feel like I never gave myself enough prize.
Yeah.
But after the documentary, I watched everything. And I was like, yeah, I'm a really strong person. I moved here
Yeah.
when I was 14 years old. I didn't have my family. I didn't speak any English. And now I made it. So I'm just so proud of myself. And that's what the documentary made me realize.
I love
Hey,
that.
talk your talk.
I love that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
For talk your talk, because like that is not easy, and I think a lot of people kind of realize like what your journey actually looked like, because like it's easy to like look at an athlete and be like, oh, they're not doing this at the third, but like then when you actually like think about it, you were a child in a different country, like that's not an easy thing to do. So I'm with it.
Yeah, and kind of to that, also like something that was mentioned or showcased in the documentary was you playing for the Brazilian national team, and obviously something that you take a ton of pride in. I was curious though, because we hear so much about the college to WNBA transition, and I think that you have a very unique experience of playing against professionals throughout college, by playing for the national team. I'm just curious for you, how much do those national team experiences kind of factor in, and has there been anything that you learned from those experiences that has helped with the transition into the W?
I feel like the national team helped a lot because a lot of the girls who play out there play in the WNBA or play EuroLeague or somewhere overseas. So it just gives you experience of how it's gonna be in here. Like it's older people, like more aggressive. So that just give you like a point of view of how everything is gonna be. So I think the national teams have helped me a lot.
Yeah, I would say that was like kind of when the switch flipped in your career, right? It was like when you played in the qualifying, I think, for the Olympics, and like everybody just kind of went, oh, like Camilla's here.
Like,
now.
damn.
Yeah. Hold on now.
Hold on a minute. So, go ahead, Shawnee.
I got a question. You've already faced Aliyah Boston. Who's the next Gamecock you're looking forward to meeting? Playing against. Who's next on the list? Who are you looking forward to next?
Well, I'll say Asia. I mean, I'm a big fan of her. So I'm just excited to play against her.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready too. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. I'm more than ready. There was something else we kind of touched on you moving to the United States. Something else that is super interesting to me was when you came over, you were on a stat team early on. Like there was like an all-American class on your AAU team. Like you had I think it was like Raven. It was, I'm trying to remember who else was on. I remember seeing
Ryan before too, didn't you?
Yes.
Ryan was the year before me.
So like, how was it just like you're coming over and just immediately playing with these top level talents in the United States? How did that kind of help your transition just moving into the United States amongst everything else, all the chaos that was going on with that move?
I feel like it helped me a lot just because Brazil basketball and the US basketball is totally different levels. So just by being able to realize how hard they play here, their basketball IQ is much better than what it is in Brazil. So that helped me a lot, and that was an amazing team. The girls helped me through my whole AAU journey. Not speaking English, me learning the plays and everything. So it was amazing.
How did they just kind of just like immediately? Was it just open arms? Like, hey, you're part of the team. Like, because I just think that's such like it's just kind of unheard of, frankly, to be moving over and just immediately playing that top AAU level. So I'm so intrigued kind of by the whole team aspect of that. So how was it just off the court? Obviously, on the court it helped. Off the court, how did they help you with your transition?
It was really good because we played AAU and some of the girls played high school with me together, and I live with a couple of them. So they just wrapped their arms around me like I was their little sister and helped me through everything. So it was amazing inside of the court and outside of the court.
I love that. All right. Well, we don't want to take up too much of your time. We know you got plenty of stuff going on here, Kamilla. However, there is one thing that we need to show you. So let me give you the backstory to our audience here.
Right.
Producer Shard, you and Shard go way back, and we have very limited pictures of Rashard because he doesn't like to show his face. That's the reason why he's the voice above all. But we do have one picture, and Kamilla, I don't think you've seen this picture. This is our lone picture of producer Shardy. It is him at a parade doing a test. First off, several questions here.
Graded keg stand. Graded on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, right. What is the keg stand? Like, his legs aren't all the way up, but he might be 7'3". So we're sure. So what? First off, I have a first question. How tall is Rashard?
He's like 6'5". He's up here with me.
6'5". He lied.
He lied.
He's not being
No,
reality.
6'5".
6'5". Okay, so
no, but he be telling us like shorter because I said 6'9".
Yeah, we be
we say 6'9", but 6'5". He doing a
Hey, so what
does this surprise you at all? Like, is this who you know?
Yeah, is this so like 6'3" to 6'5" doing a keg stand? Is this surprising at all to you? Like, is this?
No.
That's
a rush turn.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that just made my day. That's party shorty, baby, party shorty. Oh, that just made my day. Oh my goodness, that is so. Kamilla, I just want you to know, your jaw dropped as soon as you. Oh my
believe that. That's how we need to interview them.
Yes, if you have any more incriminating photos of Sharp, please share.
Yeah, please. We need all the photo evidence that he's not AI.
I gotta look on my Snapchat. It's been a couple of years.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have some.
Okay, listen, just send them on. Hey, you got my email. Okay, just send them on.
I got you.
Oh man. Oh, that just made my day. Oh my goodness. Well, Kamilla, we know you got a ton of stuff going on, and congratulations on being a WNBA player, a national champion. The resume is getting stacked, and more stacked, Kamilla. We're about to start rattling it off. Thank you so much for your time, and it is always an open door for you here in the No-Cap space, especially if you have more photos of Shard like that. It's always open. But thank you guys so much for joining us here in the No-Cap space today. Make sure you stay tapped in across all platforms: the YouTube, the Playback, the Substack, the Twitter, and we will see you guys next time.